What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my match review, match reaction and match analysis of Manchester City's victory against Leicester City in the Premier League by 3-1. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe to my channel. Social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link in the description too if you want to go and follow me on there. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and do leave a thumbs up as well. 100 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be fantastic. Finally, this video is sponsored and brought to you by GT Player. They've got loads of great chairs that you can go and check out. The link to them is in the description. Remember, if you use code JSGC5 on checkout, you get 5% off your basket too. Go and check them out. Links and details there in the description, and I'll roll my promo video at the end of this video. So let's crack on with this match review, and we're first up going to start with the lineups and the team that Manchester City went out with, because City did choose to rotate. Doesn't surprise me that they chose to rotate, and some much needed rest here for some important players ahead of Bayern Munich, and everyone's speaking about rotation for next weekend's game against Sheffield United. Two things: firstly, focus on Bayern Munich first before even thinking about Sheffield United, and second of all, Man City aren't going to make 11 changes for that game against Sheffield United. It's not going to happen. The players that haven't had much rest, so the players that have started today in this game and the players that start against Bayern Munich, they're the players that are going to be rotated. It's going to be 6 or 7 players, but the players that have had some rest from this game against Leicester, I'm expecting them to be starting against Sheffield United. So I'm talking players like Nathan Ake, like Manuel Akanji, Ilkay Gundogan, Julian Alvarez. There will be some first teamers in that game, so I'm seeing a lot of panic about Man City's second half performance, and I will address that, but what I'm saying is just be calm and exercise caution here, because I don't think Man City are going to go as weak or as rotated as what some people are thinking. So City did change up their team, so a nice rest there for Nathan Ake and Manuel Akanji. John Stones went in at centre-back, grabbed himself a great goal for Manchester City and a great way to start the game. Just 5 minutes in, exactly what Manchester City were looking for. Such a sweet hit. It was perfect from John Stones, a cracking goal. So a midfield of Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker slotting in there as well. A decent midfield that from Manchester City, and some much needed minutes there for Kyle Walker and Aymeric Laporte. So it was good to see both them in the starting 11. We saw Riyad Mahrez out wide on the right hand side, Jack Grealish going in on the left hand side, and of course the main man, number 9, Erling Haaland, starting up top for Manchester City. Now, we did see City rotate from half time, so we saw Erling Haaland get some much needed rest. We did also see Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Jack Grealish and John Stones. All these players that I just mentioned, they're going to be starting against Bayern Munich, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them players that I just named there all be rested for the Sheffield United game. So there is going to be a bit of rotation, just not lots and lots. I'm expecting 6 or 7 changes, so we'll speak more about that in a moment. I just wanted to speak first, though, about Manchester City's performance here. We managed to double our lead before the first phase of the game was complete. The first 15 minutes of the game, City were 2-0 up by 13 minutes. It was Erling Haaland from the penalty spot. I don't know what other people make of his technique, but he seems very much like just whack the ball with enough pace, get it low down and it'll beat the keeper. I think it clipped the inside of the post and into the back of the net. Erling Haaland, I don't think he's missed a penalty for Manchester City, doubling Manchester City's lead. It was VAR that told the referee to go and have a look for handball. It was Ndidi. His hand was miles up in the air, and to me, again, it just shows me the incompetence of referees and the relying on VAR too often to make decisions. How does a referee not notice such an obvious handball that if we didn't have VAR, would the referee have not given a penalty? Because if he wouldn't have given a penalty, and that's his instinct, his decision, it's a poor decision. We ended up getting the right decision in the end, and Man City ended up doubling their lead, and by 25 minutes, the job was done. Kevin De Bruyne, that combination, through ball, Erling Haaland got the power, got the pace and the accuracy, puts it in the back of the net ahead of an advancing Daniel Everson, and puts it into the back of the net. 3-0 by half-time. Job done. City can make then changes and start thinking about Bayern Munich. And that's what I'm going to accuse Man City of in the second half. They just took their foot off the gas. The intensity wasn't there. So I'm not going to sit here and, I'll stand here actually, but I'm not going to stand here and criticise Manchester City's performance in the second half because the job was done. What did concern me is we conceded. Kelechi Iheanacho, pretty poor goal, tapped it into an open net, so it was disappointing to lose the clean sheet. What was more concerning, Leicester then followed that up, hitting the post. Leicester had another opportunity. If they were clinical, in that second half, they could have grabbed 3 goals. That could have been 3-3, and that could have been devastating to our Premier League title push. And that's what City need to be careful of. There is a job still to be done. And to me, I'm happy that it's happened, and I'm happy that Man City haven't felt the effects of Leicester being clinical here. It shows there are lessons to be learnt, and most importantly, we've got a 3-0 lead to take to the Allianz Arena on Wednesday, and this just demonstrates you cannot be complacent. You need to turn up at this point in the season. You cannot switch off. If that went 3-2 and a few minutes remaining, if that ball hadn't have hit the post, it could have been very nervy and anything could have happened, and we'd already rotated the team. We had rotated players out there, not first 11 players to make that difference. And there is an abundance of quality. There is a difference between Man City's starting 11 and the bench. City's starting 11 is outstanding. The standard that's been hit is so difficult for any rotated player to come in and hit them standards. I've seen people speaking about the likes of Kalvin Phillips, Sergio Gomez, Cole Palmer. I'm not going to sit here and criticise them because it's difficult to come on for 20, 30, 40 minutes and say you need to adapt to the game and make the difference. It's difficult. I can understand where people are coming from and saying they don't think that they've got the quality that Manchester City are looking for, but there are players out there that normally are on the bench that do have the quality, the likes of Kyle Walker and Aymeric Laporte. These are unhappy players because they're outstanding players who can't get into Man City's outstanding starting 11. They end up unhappy and they end up wanting to leave. So we need a fine balance between squad rotation, quality on the bench, quality in that rotation, and Manchester City's starting 11. And to me, it's never going to be perfect, and City have got a really good balance right now. If we can stay injury-free from now until the end of the season, I am almost certain Man City will have some success in at least one competition between now and the end of the season. City just need to remain focused. The likes of Sergio Gomez, Cole Palmer, Kalvin Phillips, I'm expecting these players to start against Sheffield United. And what I would be saying to these players, they're going to get 60 or 70 minutes. They need to put in an impressive performance. If they don't, they're going to come off and they're going to struggle for game time between now and the end of the season. We do need them to step up though. I'm not going to stand here and say I'm not all concerned. They need to step up. They're part of the City squad. City believe in them. The manager believes in them. You do not get on Man City's bench without being a fantastic football player. And these players, when they're given the opportunity, need to grab it with both hands. I would have a review of this at the end of the season. If City don't think that the likes of Kalvin Phillips are up to standard and we get a good offer, City could accept it. Cole Palmer, I'd be seriously contemplating about sending him out on loan to get a much needed regular game time, which is what's needed to develop his game. It's all about man management and getting things correct. And City, it works. We've got the 3 points, so there is no concern. And the focus needs to move on to Bayern Munich. After the Bayern Munich game, hopefully we'll get the job done. We will rotate regardless of result, and then we can focus on Sheffield United and that cup semi-final. And we've seen it a few times over the last few seasons. City rotate in the semi-final and we lose in the semi-final of the FA Cup. We're going up against a championship team that are missing 2 important players in McAtee and Tommy Doyle. So it's not even going to be full-strength Sheffield United. There is no excuse for Manchester City next weekend if we go out of the FA Cup. We've got the momentum. We need to keep that momentum and carry that forward. There is no better preparation for Bayern Munich than beating Leicester. And we've done that with some lessons to learn. Great. There's no better preparation for Arsenal next midweek in our next Premier League game than beating Sheffield United, the team we played before we play Arsenal, for some momentum. And these players, they need to give Pep Guardiola a headache. They need to say, I played really well. I want to be starting against Arsenal. I want to be starting against Bayern Munich. And turning up and not playing a particularly great game for the likes of Gomez, Phillips and Palmer. The team's selecting itself, so I'm looking for more from them. I'm backing them, the top quality players. Hopefully we can turn up. Last note, remain calm. We won the game. We got the 3 points. Arsenal play later on today against West Ham away from home. It's tricky. But it doesn't matter what happens because it's in Man City's hands. Man City know now we've got 8 Premier League games left from now until the end of the season. Win them 8 Premier League games, we win the trophy once more. We make it triple back-to-back champions. And that is what Manchester City have done here. We've got good goal difference, 7 goal difference on Arsenal, and we play Arsenal next. All pressure right now is on Arsenal, and all our focus now can turn on to a massive, massive, massive game Wednesday night. Bayern Munich, we're 3-0 up. We need to go full strength, target Bayern Munich, grab an early goal at the Allianz, get that crowd against them, and get the job done. We've got the job done here. Wasn't without a couple of nervy moments. End of the season, there's going to be nervy moments. There's going to be nervy moments against Bayern Munich as well. It's all about how Man City prepare and all about how Man City respond when things don't go their way. And between now and the end of the season, it is going to happen. It has to happen. But we've got a fantastic football team. I believe in them. I'm excited for the rest of the season. Bring on Bayern Munich in Germany on Wednesday. I'll have all the build-up coming up to that for you guys to enjoy. So you've got that to look forward to. So I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like the video. 100 likes is the aim. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. TikTok link also in the description too if you want to go and follow me on there. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to GT Player for sponsoring today's video. See you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now. Yes, I'm at Mixed's Bar, which I know people liked from last time's background. So it's back again for this video. See you soon.